Unless you have been living under a mythical rock for the last week, then you know about the long-awaited Mining and Smithing Rework that finally came a few days ago on January 7th. So I took it upon myself to do so by using the new armor fanatics located around Gielinor to showcase both the lowest and highest level tiers of each armor set along with some new weapons. Also, next week, I am drawing a contestant for my Who Wants to Be a RuneScape Millionaire series, so if you think you got the RuneScape knowledge for your chance at 100 mil, then apply by following the directions in the video linked in the description below. Anywho, without further ado, let's dive into the video. Starting off with the lowest of the new armors available at level 60 smithing, we have Orichalcum. Orichalcum is a strong red metal from which dragon equipment was made. Orichalcum originates from the Dragonkin's homeworld in the previous revision of the universe. Only the Dragonkin were known to use the metal to create dragon armor, who brought it with them from their homeworld in the old revision. The armor is based on the mythical metal Orichalcum, a metal associated with Atlantis and found in Plato's writings, and is also used to describe the alloy in some Roman coins. Thus, Orichalcum is currently believed to be a form of brass created by the Greeks. Next up, starting at level 70 smithing, we have Necronium, equipment made from the unique and slightly disturbing Necrolith ore. Necrolith is a dark fusion of bone, third age metal, and ancient magics. The skulls of human and larger monstrous creatures protrude from the black obsidian-like surface of this ore. In its presence, the skin crawls. When Necrolith is heated in the flame of Thanos, it does not melt or sag, but rather stretches and rises as if straining from something. It forms itself into the plate and shapes of armor and weapons. Though bizarre and mishappen, a skilled smith can guide and correct this process and create usable and extremely powerful equipment. The resulting Necronium armor has a dark blue shine and is still covered in the skull and bones of the dead that grant it strength. Coming in at level 80 smithing, we have Bane equipment. Bane armor is smithed from Dracolith metal. During beta, there was controversy over whether or not Bane gear would be locked behind the quest Ritual of Mazzaroth, as during the quest, Bane is implied as vital towards the fight with Dragonkin. Yet, as that was in the 5th age and we are now in the 6th age of RuneScape, the quest requirement fell through. Sadly, there's not much lore behind this really awesome Barrows-like armor, so not really much more to say, so moving on. Up next, we have the tier 90 smithing equipment, Elder Rune. Elder Rune was originally going to be called Ethereum, but for comprehensive purposes, Jagex went with Elder Rune, which I personally prefer as a veteran of RuneScape, as rune armor has a very nostalgic feel to smithing as being the best gear. But for the last decade, all the new armor and gear coming into the game simply ruined the stats of normal rune armor, making it irrelevant to the current meta. With the smithing rework and Elder Rune, I feel it really revived rune into the new concept perfect. Once again, there really is not too much lore behind Elder Rune equipment, as it is simply a higher form of the current rune armor that has now become tier 50 for smithing. Lastly, we have the final and best equipment for smithing, smithable only at 99, Smithing Masterwork. Masterwork equipment is a full set of degradable power armor that can only be made once an equivalent Elder Rune +5 armor piece is made from its base version. The next step is accumulating alloy bars, which are created from each type of smithing bar. The alloy bars are then folded and processed several hundreds of times. The Masterwork armor has an item effect. 30%, 40%, or 50% of the damage received is stored depending on 3, 4, or 5 pieces of the armor that is worn and will be dealt to you slowly. Every 1.2 seconds, 20% of the stored damage will be received as typeless damage over time. As for Masterwork Trimmed Armor, it is made by combining an Elder Rune bar, 1 Malevolent Essence, and 1 Praesulic Essence at any forge. The essence are created by breaking down armor at the Dragonkin Forge. For the 12 essence required for a full set of Trimmed Masterwork, the equivalent of a full set of each armor must be broken down, aka you must destroy a full set of Malevolent and Torva armor in order to create the set, which honestly is a very good way to fuse meta-relevant NPC boss drop armor into smithing itself, and for the sake of smithing's longevity in the years to come, I hope they continue implementing this with future boss armor drops to keep both relevant to the game without either killing the other's value. And there you have it. Hope you all enjoyed my smithing armor showcase and had an amazing New Year's. Till next time, 9HP out.